Tonight, learn how one fraternity pedaled for a good cause.
Plus, we'll get a preview of the dedication ceremony for Long Haul. Stay tuned. Troy TrojanVision Nightly News starts now.
High-definition digital production center on the Troy campus with news from Troy University locations around the world. This is Troy TrojanVision Nightly News.
Welcome to Troy TrojanVision Nightly News for March 27, 2014. I'm Danielle Percival.
And I'm Haley Greathouse. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, you'd imagine that you could get pretty far if you rode a bike for 24 hours straight. Well, one Troy fraternity pedaled for an entire day but never moved an inch. Amanda Ford explains.
Riding a bicycle for 24 hours may seem a little unusual, but for the Brothers of Pi Kappa Phi fraternity, it's a way to raise awareness for a special cause.
It's 48 hours straight. We don't stop. We started Tuesday at 4, and we're ending Thursday at 4 p.m. So it's pretty much saying that we don't give up. And just like kids with severe disabilities and also people with severe disabilities, they never give up. They live a life too, just like we do. And so this is why we do it. We do it for them because we're raising money like for wheelchair ramps, new bathroom accessories, stuff like that that they need and able to live a full life.
Push America Week is full of many different events, including 3 nights of entertainment from different bands. But one certain competition is involving the sororities in raising funds for this cause.
Miss Push competition this year is going to be like a penny wars. There are jars for each sorority, and there's one for any independents. And everyone comes out between 4 o'clock on Tuesday and 4 o'clock on Thursday to donate money to the sorority of their choice.
All proceeds from Push America Week will benefit children with disabilities. Amanda Ford, Troy TrojanVision News.
The Bikeathon was part of a week's worth of activities. Pi Kappa Phi has planned to raise money for its Push America philanthropy project.
The new home of Troy University's School of Music will be officially dedicated at a ceremony tomorrow afternoon. The new Long Hall is named in honor of Dr. Johnny Long, the founder of the Sound of the South Marching Band and Troy's School of Music. The ceremony will feature performances from the Sound of the South and choral groups, and tours of the new facility will take place following the ceremony. This new building is nearly double the size of the original Long Hall, which served the band program at Troy for over 30 years. Director of Bands Mark Walker explains there's a little bit of everything in this new building.
Long Hall, our new building, is comprised of several areas. It has the band rehearsal areas, it's got storage areas, it's got the choral rehearsal room, the dance rehearsal room, it's got administrative offices, practice rooms, and professor studios in it, as well as administrative offices for the dean of CCFA and the director of the School of Music.
The dedication ceremony will begin at 2 p.m. at the building located on University Avenue and is open to the public.
Picking a college to go to can be a tough choice for high school students, but this weekend Troy University is hoping to make that decision a little easier. Destiny Hooks gives a preview of this year's Trojan Day.
There will be hundreds of high school students on Troy University's campus Saturday as the Office of Admissions will hold its annual Trojan Day, formerly known as Senior Preview Day. Director of High School and College Relations Tiffany Smith has high hopes for this Saturday's event.
I have great expectations with the turnout. We're supposed to have great weather, so that always helps our turnout. But then we have a little over 1,000 people registered at this point in time, and we still have the rest of this week.
Visiting students will have a chance to see and explore the campus as they participate in the many activities that will be going on Saturday.
They will start out with a browse session with all the academic departments and organizational sessions for about an hour. So they'll get to go around to the tables, get information from them. We'll give them an in-depth campus tour showing dorms as well in the academic buildings. Then we'll have an admissions presentation. The chancellor will speak to them and welcome them to campus. And then we're going to serve them lunch in the football stadium so that they can enjoy the spring football game.
Smith believes that even current students can help make sure that Trojan Day goes smoothly.
I would encourage students here to go up and speak to our visitors, introduce themselves, help them, direct them around campus. The visitors are not always confident in where they should go on campus. And then students that are involved in organization should come and attend the browse session from 9 until 10 a.m. in the Trojan Arena. That's the best way for those organizations to recruit students into their organizations for the upcoming years as well.
Students will also get a chance to see sorority and fraternity houses campus, as well as attend a Troy softball game.
Registration is still available on our website, so we encourage anyone that's interested to go ahead and register to sign up as soon as possible so that we'll be prepared for their visit on Saturday.
Destiny Hooks, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Students with questions about Trojan Day or looking to register can find information at the admissions website, admissions.troy.edu. Well, Troy University is home to a number of on-campus organizations that fit a variety of student needs.
That's right, and over the next few weeks, we'll spotlight some of these student organizations. Today, Caitlin Isom introduced us to a fraternity that doesn't necessarily fit the fraternity mold, Delta Sigma Pi Business Fraternity.
Although fraternity is a common term heard on Troy University's campus, most students may not be familiar with Delta Sigma Pi, the university's professional business fraternity. Vice President of Pledge Education, James Hollingsworth, says those who join Delta Sigma Pi are able to get a leg up on the competition when it comes to preparing for the future.
I would strongly encourage them to join because of the friendships and the networking skills. If they attend a lead conference, possibly they could have an internship by meeting somebody there.
After remaining a relatively small chapter for several semesters, Delta Sigma Pi hopes to more than double in size with the initiation of their spring pledge class.
We have a great senior vice president, Robert Diaz, and he really reached out this semester to the students in the College of Business and got them interested in Delta Sigma Pi, and then they turned out, and we've had a good attendance at all our pledge meetings.
With such a large increase in membership and participation, Hollingsworth says he has high hopes for Delta Sigma Pi, not only on Troy's campus, but also within the city of Troy.
Delta Sigma Pi in Troy, I would like to see in the future to be larger than we are now and have a large number of active members attend the conferences annually and reach out to the community more.
Anyone who is a major or minor in business and is interested in joining Delta Sigma Pi should be on the lookout for interest sessions in the fall in order to get information on becoming a potential new member. Caitlin Isom, Troy, TrojanVision News.
Keep watching throughout the month of March for more of our Organization Spotlight series.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. In Altoona, Etowah County officials say a body was found inside a burning SUV. Deputy Coroner Michael Head says members of a volunteer fire department responded to a call about a fire this morning and found a burning SUV with a person sitting in the front passenger seat.
In Mobile, a retired teacher accused of choking her granddaughter until she was unconscious has been found not guilty by reason of severe mental disease or defect. A judge in Mobile cited a psychological examination when he made a ruling in 54-year-old Shirley Bowman's case.
And in Decatur, a fire at an apartment complex has claimed the lives of 2 young children. The fire at the Westridge apartment complex was reported around 7:30 a.m. Other family members were able to escape, and firefighters did not believe there was anybody else trapped in the building.
Still to come on TrojanVision Nightly News, the softball team finally returned home but didn't get the welcome they planned for. Mitchell Spoon will tell us more when he joins us in sports. Now Mitchell Spoon will join us with sports. So Mitchell, I understand that the softball team was playing at home last night after a while on the road. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's right. They were playing at home for the first time in a long time against South Alabama, but they didn't come out with the win that they were hoping to get. But I'll give you a game recap right now in sports. Softball team finally returned to the friendly confines of the Troy softball complex last night after being on the road for more than a month, but came up short as they fell to in-state rival South Alabama 9-1. Playing against one of the best pitchers on the Sunbelt in Ferris Beard, the Trojans only managed 1 run in 4 hits. JCFL picked up the loss on the mound, allowing just 1 hit over 4 2/3 innings, striking out 9 batters. Amanda Winters had a pair of hits on the day, while Casey McAllister picked up her first triple of the season. McAllister scored Troy's only run, coming off of a sacrifice fly by Erica Davis. Head coach Melanie Davis said it's the lack of runs that has plagued their team in recent games.
Inability to score runs is something that's been haunting us for the last 6 ball games, and when your team goes collectively into a slump and everyone's a little bit doubting of themselves, we have to stay positive. I will be honest that if I had a visor on right now, I'd pull an old Steve Spurrier though, because it's totally unacceptable for us not to be able to compete more for our great fans and for the tradition of the people who came before. And I can promise you that we'll be working as hard as the NCAA will allow us to work to get ready to do a better job this weekend when Georgia State comes to town.
Trojans will be back in action this weekend when they face Georgia State in a 3-game series at home beginning Saturday at 1:30. And the Trojan football team is finishing up spring practice and will show off what they've learned Saturday at the annual T-Day game. This year's game will kick off a little later than previous years with game time set for 12:30 at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Admission to the game is free and there will be many former players and coaches returning for this year's spring game. Head coach Larry Blakeney is having a players and coaches reunion prior to the game so fans can see some familiar faces of former Trojans on the sideline on Saturday. Head coach Larry Blakeney said he is pleased with how the offense and defense are coming along and looks forward to a good spring game. And the baseball team is looking to rebound from Tuesday's loss to Alabama down in Pensacola. The Trojans lost to the Crimson Tide 5-10, but that's in the past, and now it's time to look ahead and put their sights back on conference play when they travel to Atlanta tomorrow to take on Georgia State for a 3-game series. For the Trojans, they are led at the plate by David Hall with the .375 average and 8 doubles. At the mound, senior Tanner Hicks will start the weekend off, getting the start for Friday's game. So, Haley, Danielle, worst luck possible for the softball team yesterday, losing in that fashion to South Alabama. But on another note, hopefully they can get that win they need this weekend. And, best of luck to the baseball team also when they go to Atlanta.
Yes, exactly. Best of luck to all of our Trojans. Thank you, Mitchell.
Thank you.